Hey Travis kiddos, happy Friday. We made it to the end of another week. I'm wearing my super teacher shirt. I teach first grade. What's your superpower? Parents, you could all have this shirt right now too, right? I'm a parent who teaches first grade now. Definitely you are all superheroes at home and we appreciate everything that you guys are doing. We know this is extremely difficult. It's a tough time, but we applaud you for all of your hard work. So thank you, thank you. Happy May as well. We've entered a new month. I know it feels like we've been in shelter in place for forever, but you're doing a great job. Please keep it up. Don't lose hope. We've got this. We can do it. I want to go over the enrichment work for reading and math. Again, this is the may do. You can do it, and we encourage, if you have time, to go ahead and try these things out. Most of the work is just finishing up from the week, so if you have anything you want to go back to, if you didn't quite finish anything, now's a great time to do that, to kind of catch up, review. If you want to take some of the tests online, you can do the Weekly Wonders test. Try to get the work done first before you take the test. It will help. And you can check out the games on ConnectEd. You can read any of the stories. And you can reread anything from this week. You have the Click Clack Moo, How's That Type? And March On in the Literature Anthology. You have Super Tools in the Reading Writing Workshop book. You have all the decodable reader stories. There were 8 this week. I can actually count to 8 this time. So 8 stories in the decodable reader. You have the leveled reader. You have the paper reader working together. Lots of things for you to read. And once again, we are focusing on this sound. What is it? Ooh. 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 And ooh. They're all the same, but made in different ways. And we are working on the sight words. Answer. Brought. Busy. Door. Enough. Eyes. And we had the vocabulary words demand and emergency. So if you want to review any of that stuff, you go ahead and do that. Also, we had 2 more pages left in the Your Turn workbook. So page 281 and 282. So 281 is about captions. So a caption tells more about a photograph or picture. We've talked about this a lot, so you might be able to do this pretty easily. So look at the picture, read the caption, and answer the questions, okay? So I think you'll be able to do that on your own, but of course use your best handwriting. On the back, you have the draft model. So the draft models, I hope you can read it on your own, but it says, we help the earth, we recycle bottles, we pick up trash. And the questions will help you to vary the length of the sentences. So remember, change them up. So some are shorter, some are longer, some are medium. Right now, all of those sentences are short. So how could we change them? So what's the topic of the writing? The topic is that we help the earth, right? That's the topic, and it's the topic sentence at the beginning. Are there some long and short sentences? Not yet. They're all short right now. So how can we make the lengths of some sentences different? And then you can revise the draft model. So we've been editing a little bit, right? So you can rewrite it with the edited parts. Or if you just want to write sentences how you've changed them, you can do that. So I would say we help the earth. You could change that. You could either leave that or you could change it to we work together to help the earth. Okay, that adds a little bit more, kind of a medium-sized sentence. We recycle bottles. Okay, you could leave it like that, or you could add some more details. We recycle bottles and cans and sort them into containers or bins. Okay, that makes it a bit longer. We pick up trash. So you could add a little bit more description to that too. So we pick up trash that we find outside and we put it in the trash can. Or we pick up trash when we go on walks in our neighborhood. Okay, so there are different ways that you could change this to add more details and vary the length of the sentences. So you don't want to make all of them long because then they're all long sentence and then you won't have a variety, right? We want to have some variety in there. So pick one or two to make a bit longer, and then maybe one of them you leave short, or maybe you make a little bit longer, or one you make super long. Okay, so give it your best shot. Adding details is a great way to make sentences longer. So that is some enrichment work for reading. And then for math, we don't have a test yet. If you have some to catch up on, you can do that. But we are extending chapter 17 out super long. This week we've only worked on addition without regrouping to 100. So again, if you want to review any of that, finish up the workbook pages, or maybe watch any of the videos, make up your own number sentences. I made a challenge video for you. So if you want to try that out, you're welcome to work on that. So those are a few ways that you can do some work without jumping too far ahead, okay? I do want to offer to you a number of the day today. So my number of the day is 115. Now I know in the survey some of you have asked for place value, so and some addition with regrouping and things like that, which we're going to focus a lot on next week. But see if you can figure out a whole lot of different ways to write 115. So think of all the things you could do to show that. So go ahead and pause. Take a minute to do that. Did you pause? Did you do it? How many ways did you come up with? Did you come up with 2? Were you super clever and came up with 3, 4, 5, 6 ways? Even more? I hope so. I would show a few different ways. So we've worked on writing the words. So I would write 115. Okay, so writing the words. That is one way to do it. I think they put in dashes maybe even between them. You could show it with sticks and dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 tens and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we haven't really gotten to this in the classroom yet because we're not there to practice, but when we use base 10 blocks, we have 10, so these 10 sticks, we would be able to trade. Some of you got to do this at math nights and things. We would trade those 10 sticks or tens for a flat or a 100, and it's kind of a square looking thing. It's as big as 10 tens put together. I cannot find my base 10 blocks right now, but when I do, I will be doing a lot of this next week in the work for when we are doing addition with regrouping. So you'll see it then. So 100, and then a 10, and then 5 ones. So you can show, again, a flat for 100, a 10, and 5 ones. What else could we do? We could do a number bond. So we could do 115. Now number bonds can have 2 parts or more. Totally up to you. So I might do parts of 100 like this, 10, and 5. You could do however you want. You could do 115 ones around it. You'd have a difficult time fitting it in, but I know you could do it. You could do 115 dots. I'm not going to do that one for you, but if you want to, you can. You could do money. So there are a whole lot of options. I don't even know how many options that I could think of, but to get to 115. So I'm going to show you a couple. So I'm going to need a whole lot of dimes. Remember, you just show a circle with the amount of the value of the coin inside. So these are dimes, 10 cents. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have $1 here, 100 cents, 110, and then I could do a nickel or 5 pennies. right? Quarters. We are going to start getting into money a little bit more later, and I know we introduced some of this. So a quarter is 25 cents. So I could do 25, 50, 75, 100. So when we worked on fractions a little bit, a quarter and a fourth are the same thing. So 4 of them make up one whole. So one whole dollar or 100 cents here. So I have 100, and then I need a dime, and maybe instead of a nickel like I did last time, I could do 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get creative with it, right? You can do, I'm running out of space on my board, but I have more ways to show. So you could do expanded form. So I could do 100 plus 10 plus, 5. So showing my hundreds, my tens, and my ones equals 115. I could do 100 plus 15. I could do 114 plus 1 equals, 115. Okay, you could do some subtraction sentences, totally up to you. You could do tally marks. That would take a little while, but you could practice those. So showing 5 groups of 5, right, going all the way up to 115. You could do a greater than, less than. Okay, the options are infinite almost. There are a lot of different options you could do to show 115. Oh, you could do a place value chart. So this is going to be for hundreds. I'm going to put in H, tens a T, and O for ones. So I could show, So there's 100. I wouldn't write 100 because that would be 100 hundreds. 110 and 5 ones. Okay. So get creative with it. Have fun. Keep practicing. Never need to stop learning, right? I hope you have a super wonderful weekend. I miss you guys, and get some good rest, and happy learning.